When my mother forgets a word, she is the queen of coming up with new words. Words that would take a third National Treasure movie to fully decipher. I was talking to her yesterday, and she said this. You know the time for Los GBDs is coming up. You must be so excited. Oh, is it time for Los GBDs already? I must have missed it on my calendar. Are we celebrating something? Of course, we should all be celebrating, shouldn't we? Okay, so Los GBDs... Los GBDs is a happy thing. It's not like something's giving you the heebie-jeebies, which would have been my one and only guess. Los heebie-jeebies. Now you're making things up. And this is my show. You're right. Time for Los GBDs is coming up. Is this a season? Yes. The season for love. The season for pride. Okay, Los GBDs. Yeah, sound it out. Los GBDs. LGBTs. See, mira, 'cause you're gay. Couldn't just say pride season? You couldn't just...
Your cousin Greg just came out to me as gay. What did you do? What did I do? You think I had something to do with this? First, you're a lesbian. Now he has a daddy. I'm putting 2 and 2 together. I haven't seen cousin Greg since we were 9. And what did you say to him? I said, Greg, you gotta be gay. It's our only hope. Be serious. Was there something in the water? The water did taste a little flamboyant. I think that's just because I put Propel in it. Necesitas your electrolytes, you know? But maybe it was all that hose water. Greg isn't gay because of the water. He's gay because he imprinted on Britney Spears when he was 2.5. He saw her in the Toxic music video, and in that moment, he knew who he was. And ain't nothing you can do about it. Mija, pero el agua es homosexual. El agua no es homosexual. But Greg is. He's a homosexual. Abuela, I wanted you to know my wife and I are considering having a baby. Could it be? Is this the return of Grandma and the lesbian baby? I'm not ready to say that. Last time I did this series, it got a little out of hand and I had to cancel the whole thing. Ay, but come on, there's a theme song and everything. Fine, it's the return of Grandma and the lesbian baby. Grandma and the lesbian baby. But this time, there's ground rules, okay? Main rule, if they start acting like I owe them information about a baby, I will shut this shit down. I don't give a fuck. Next time you see me, I'll be sweeping a grocery store and you'll be like, that's the Les? And I'll be like, I haven't heard that name in so long. So y'all act right or you're just gonna get dad songs and no baby updates. I like that idea. That's pretty good. You get out of here. This is not your episodio. Okay, so you got a little sensitive about Grandma and the lesbian baby. What you gonna do? You're gonna put a little sticker on the baby on Instagram? Okay, let's not shit on influencers who choose to do the sticker. Hot take, there shouldn't be any kids on the internet. Maybe just like on your grandma's Facebook, because she's gotta see this cutie patootie. See, ¿dónde está mi cutie patootie? Hey kid, what's that song that goes like, bye little baby man, why don't you leave me alone little baby man? Is that a real song or like a problem you're having? Are you being followed? No, it's a song about a man in disguise. A man in disguise as a little boy. No, a boy in disguise as a little man. Is this a song by Boyz II Men? No, but I love them. The song goes like, baby boy, go away. Baby boy, go away. What do you listen to, Mariah? No, not Mariah Carey. Do you mean Baby Girl? That song by Drake? Baby Girl. No, why are you making that sound? Baby Girl. No, it's more like Baby Man. The Boss Baby soundtrack. No, it's by a pop star. I think her father is Domingo. No, that's her daddy. Who's her daddy? Is it me? What do you want? What do you want? Man, boy. You're talking about Man Child by Sabrina Carpenter. Jess! Now get out. Leave. That song's by JoJo, the good JoJo. What's wrong with you? Mija, can you come here? I have a secret. I want to pull a prank on your father today. You know what would be a really fun prank? If you told him you were straight, he won't know what to do. Why do I have to be straight today? I'm bored. Estoy aburrida. I want to prank your father. Stop rolling your R's at me like that. I'm taking it as a threat. Fine. Okay, but I kind of want to see where this goes. Okay. But first, put on like a straight face, okay? Your face looks kind of gay. My face looks gay to you. You know what I mean. Okay. There you go. Now you kind of look like me. It's spooky. It's uncanny. Okay. Papi, your daughter has something to tell you. No thanks. Tell him. Dad? Straighter. I like boys. Oh yeah? You like boys? You like the big boys? Itty bitty boys? Mississippi boys? Inner city boys? No, let him finish. You like the pretty boys with the bow tie. Get your nails did. Let it blow dry. With the big beard and the clean face. You don't discriminate. Those boys? I don't want to do this anymore. I don't accept this as part of my reality. We raised you to be gay from the age of 6 on. And I told you, mujer, to stop doing this. You raised me to be gay. It was subtle, okay? I just slowly replaced all your shoes with Tim's over time, and I let God do the rest. Is that where my Nikes went? I'm not sure how I made it out of my early 20s. And I know I already lost half of you watching because you're like, wow, Des, you are the oldest little 12-year-old Mexican boy I have ever seen. I'm a lesbian and I'm 27 and I don't know why I look like I should be singing Remember Me each time you hear a sad guitar. Anyway, sometimes I forget how much my life has actually changed since I was 21. Like I remember when I first moved out with roommates and all of our living room furniture was inflatable. Do you know what it's like to invite a girl over to your bounce house? It's not as sexy as you think it's gonna be. It also trips me out that I can like afford stuff now. Not a lot, but it's better than when I was like 23 and I went a whole month where I think I paid for everything in quarters. Couldn't make it rain on a girl, but I could sure make it hail, just like, oh, ping! Baby, you better duck. I wish I could talk to my 20-year-old self just once. Just be like, you know, that girl you're seeing stole your social security card. Just so you know. She couldn't have. She smells like the ocean. You know what? You deserve everything that's coming your way. Okay, can I live with you? Later. When my mother forgets a word, she is the queen of coming up with new words. Words that have led to Webster's Dictionary sending her a cease and desist letter, which she keeps calling a Caesar dressing letter. I don't know that she understands the severity. I was talking to her the other day, and she said this. Mija, I was walking by the lake today, and I saw someone riding a water cycle. I didn't know you could do that. Was someone riding their bike on the lake? Kinda? Has our local Jesus Christ taken up cycling? No, Jesus is taking ceramics at the local community college. What did you see? A Motoroski, you know. You saw a Samsung Motorola. No, una moto acuática. You saw a jet ski. A jet ski? It's not a jet. It's not a ski. It's not in the snow. It's not in the sky. What? You saw a jet ski. Shouldn't it be called something like a motorboat or something? We already got too many things called motorboat. We don't need another one. It's a wide ranging. English is annoying me. I'm about to square up with it in the parking lot.
My parents always mean well, but when it came to emergency situations growing up, this is how they would handle them. Mom, I hurt my arm. I can't move it. Ay, let me check. Can you go like this? No. I'm calling 911. Hello? Send the ambulance, quick. They hung up. Amor, it's not a ambulance if it's a real emergency. What happened? I was trying to see how long I could jump on one foot, but I fell. So not very long. You need some friends. Would you be my friend, Dad? I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't want to do that. You have to be her friend. She's your daughter. Okay, what are we gonna do when we hang out, huh? Jump on one foot? She's not very good at it. Okay, sorry, kid. You're not gonna make it to the Olympics. She could go. They could use her for reference, you know? She could run all the races, show everybody what it looks like when you don't train at all. Listen, if you pick that as a career, I'm gonna be very upset. You know what? I think my arm is fine. Can I go now, please? Oh, so we could have used the ambulance.
I'm married and I'm great at it. I don't cheat. I do the dishes. I do the laundry. Killing it. But this is the shit I get in trouble for. My wife started a new show last week. She was really excited about it. She starts episode 1, and I can see at the top of the screen, it says season 5. So I say to her, I'm like, I think that's season 5. And she's like, no, I see that. And I think that's just advertising telling me that season 5's coming out. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting that they would advertise that in the same area where they usually show you the season and episode. I'm really just trying to save her an issue. I'm like, just double check it real quick. And she's like, I know how to press play, okay? And I'm like, that's not the skill that I'm doubting. But I've been married for a few years now, so I know it's not if you're right, it's how you're right. So I walked away, right? For the next couple of days, she's like, oh my God, this show is so interesting. I think it's a mystery where you have to figure everything out. And in my head, I'm like, yeah, it's the mystery of the first 4 fucking seasons. And then one night I'm going to bed and I just hear, fuck. What's up? It was season 5. Oh, if only we could have prevented this. Hey kid, what's that pop song I used to like? I think it's called something like Cleveland Bitches. Okay, who sings it? Okay, I think it's 2 people. One of them is Snoop Doggy Dogg. Okay, well, Snoop Dogg sounds like he'd have a song called Cleveland Bitches, so this is better than what you usually give me. And the other person is a woman. I think she is a resident of Candyland. What does that mean? Okay, how do I put this? Her tatas are made of cupcakes. I wasn't looking, but that's hard not to notice. I don't want to have this conversation anymore. No. It's by Brunette Kesha. You know her. Katy Perry. Oh, Snoop Dogg featuring a capybara, of course. That pendeja we sent to space. Katy Perry, the extraterrestrial. Cleveland Bitches by a capybara and Snoop Doggy Dogg. I would buy 12 vinyls of that. Now, is it California Girls by Katy Perry and Snoop Dogg? I knew it was a city that started with the letter C. I was between Compton and Colombia, you know? Mija, I have a real question. Let's get real. How can you get anything done in your lesbian marriage? What do you mean? Isn't my marriage the same as any other marriage? Don't you see me as an equal? Okay. But what about the ways in which it is lesser? What? I mean in the eyes of the law. I don't mean like in my heart. I mean in life. I mean, there's not much of a difference, although I'll never admit to a man how many jars we struggled to open in this house before we just got the little Amazon screwy thingy. But aside from that, I don't see much of a difference. I mean, will the bank even let you open a bank account without a man? Yeah? Jess, since when? Like 50 years? That's like half the reason I'm with your grandfather. That and I'm a ride or die, like it's in my blood, but the bank account thing was a factor. It was a factor. You good? I love grandpa. Yeah, whatever. You know, back in my day, it was different. Women didn't have so much a career path as much as a little sidewalk that led directly to a secretary desk. And let's be real, being a secretary was just being wife for work. At least she gets paid for making him lunch. And she gets to go to Coldplay concerts? Now I know what they were doing at those Coldplay concerts? What are you talking about? I gotta go to Chase Bank real quick, okay? Welcome back to another Los GBD summer, or as the government likes to call it, LGBTQ plus month. And then in little brackets it says like, how did we not take this away from them already month? It's like a really long file name. How you guys let this joke get this far, I'll never understand, but I will keep taking your gay money. And your straight ally money, your baby daddy's child support. We accept fried chicken from Costco. We have a portal for that. Tears from your high school bully. If you can bottle it, I'll send you a shirt. Quick disclaimer, don't send stuff to my house. But if you want, I can send stuff to yours. This year we got a ton of stuff. We got Moto Aquatica. Ooh, we got hoodies, we got mugs. And we got a brand new Los GBD's limited edition design. These things only go up in value. My lawyer wants me to say out loud that that's not true. They say the world's ending. They say we're going backwards. But you know what? You can't put this gay genie back in the bottle. Get yours at DesTheLess.com. You know where links go. You know all that. Hey kid, what's that one song called that goes like, what's happening to me? I have no control. I must dance. I am being overcome by the urge to dance. Dad, you laugh, but that's a real affliction. It's called dancing mania. That's not real. No, it's real. In 1518, somewhere between 40 and 500 people started dancing uncontrollably in France. Some danced till they died. Somewhere between 40 and 500, that's a big gap. That's what the article I skimmed said. It also says the people afflicted were called choreomaniacs. Anyway, I don't think that's what this song is about. This song was in the Trolls soundtrack. He's like, I can't stop. I must dance or he's gonna ruin the world tour. Is it Can't Stop This Feeling by Justin Timberlake? Yeah. I think we gotta work on tone. The tone you were giving me was crazy for the song, you know? He's happy. He's not losing his shit. That's your interpretation. This is mine. Brittany, I miss you. Hola, America! Welcome back to This Week in Bullshit. I know it's been a long-running show, about 250 years. This week, Congress is trying to defund Planned Parenthood, not because it's what Americans want, but because apparently democracy is becoming, as the great Fergalicious once foretold, so 2000 and late. Americans don't want this, so how do we get here? Easy, they're up on Capitol Hill like, we the people, never met her. Let's be clear, Planned Parenthood doesn't just get like a blank check from the government, they get reimbursed like any other healthcare provider through Medicaid for things like cancer screenings, STI tests, pap smears, birth control, sex ed. They're already not allowed to use public money for most abortions. But Congress is once again trying to defund Planned Parenthood and block patients from getting care there. That hits Black, Brown, Indigenous, LGBTQ+ people, low-income women the hardest. No, not a GOP bill negatively affecting marginalized groups. Not in America, what? Nearly 200 healthcare centers could close. That's over 1 million people losing access to basic care. If dudes could get pregnant, we all know Plan B would be ranch flavored. Let me put it this way. Us, America, we're like a big membership store. Call it Club America, like a Costco, but evil. We all pay in to become members with taxes, and then we pick who we want to run Club America based on what the majority want. They're supposed to use the membership money to fix up the aisles, make sure the water doesn't catch fire, keep rats out of the chicken nuggets. What they're not supposed to do is take away their employees' access to healthcare. Oh, no, that is not part of the Club America employee manual. The hard truth, you were elected to fix potholes, to represent your community's interests and what they want. And you know what the fun part is? Defunding Planned Parenthood would cost taxpayers more money. Nearly $300 million to be exact, because untreated STIs, unplanned pregnancies, undiagnosed cancers, they're expensive. And defunding Planned Parenthood would gut the resources available to patients in need. So let's recap. Congress is deleting healthcare for poor people, a move that is wildly unpopular and will cost us more money. They want to talk about America first. You know, forcing unpopular laws on the entire country is pretty un-American. We fought a whole war about it, remember, with the T? So let's get patriotic, call your reps, show up, vote.